They look at a man walking alone, and they see isolation. They see a man who has been left behind by the world. They pity him. They are wrong. They fear solitude because for them, silence is a mirror. When the noise stops, they are forced to look at the cracks in their own souls. They are forced to hear the thoughts they have been running from. But for a man of power, solitude is not a prison. It is a forge. The weak man seeks a crowd to hide his insecurities. The strong man seeks the dark to build his empire. If you are comfortable in the silence, you have already won the hardest war of all, the war against yourself. Look at how we live today. We are terrified of the quiet. From the moment we wake up, we reach for a screen. We fill our ears with music, podcasts, news, gossip. We fill our weekends with people we do not like, drinking poison to numb our senses, desperate to avoid a single hour of being truly alone with our own thoughts. Why? Because inside that silence, there is pain. Inside that silence, there is the memory of failure. There is the sting of betrayal. There is the fear that we are not enough. The modern man has become a master of distraction. We use noise as a shield. We think that if we keep moving, the demons cannot catch us. But deep down, you know the truth. You cannot outrun what is inside you. When you rely on the crowd for your happiness, you become a slave to their opinions. You become reactive. A comment makes you angry. A compliment makes you proud. You are a leaf in the wind, blown around by the emotions of others. You have no root. To find your root, you must stop running. You must turn around and face the void. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, had every luxury the world could offer. He had armies, wealth, and servants. He could have drowned himself in pleasure and noise. Instead, he wrote about the necessity of retreating into oneself. He wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." He understood that true peace does not come from a vacation or a change of scenery. It comes from the ability to withdraw into your own mind and find order there. But this is not easy. It requires a ruthless kind of discipline. Seneca, the great statesman who faced exile and death, warned us about what happens when we refuse this solitude. He said, "There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with." Wait, that sounds like he opposes solitude. But look deeper at what he taught about the crowd. He taught that the mob infects us. He taught that you must linger among a limited number of master thinkers and digest their works if you would derive ideas which shall win a firm hold in your mind. He meant that you must choose your company carefully, and often the best company is the wisdom of the dead, read in silence. When you are alone, you are not lonely. You are in conversation with the greatest men who ever lived. This path of self-mastery is not for the many. It is for the few who are willing to endure the burning away of their old selves. If you are tired of the noise, and if you are ready to build a mind that cannot be shaken by this chaotic world, then stand with us. Subscribe to this channel, not for entertainment, but for armor. We are building a brotherhood of focus in a world of distraction. Join us. When you finally embrace solitude, something shifts in your chest. You stop performing. When no one is watching, you have no one to impress. The mask falls off. In that holy silence, you can finally process the emotions you have been burying. You feel the anger, but instead of letting it explode, you dissect it. You ask, why does this control me? You feel the grief, but instead of drowning it, you let it wash over you until it loses its power. Solitude gives you emotional clearance. It is where you sharpen your sword. A man who spends time alone knows exactly who he is. He knows his values. He knows his mission. So when he steps back into the world, he is immovable. He speaks less, but his words carry the weight of granite. He does not react to insults because he knows his own worth. He has already faced his darkest demons in the quiet of his room. What could a stranger possibly do to hurt him? This is the power of detachment. You are in the world, but not of it. You walk through the fire, but you do not burn. Do not let them tell you that being alone is a weakness. The sheep huddle together out of fear. The lion walks alone because he is the king of his domain. Go into the dark. Sit in the silence. Face what you find there. A man who is at peace with himself has nothing left to fear from the world.